Martin Robinson, we're here to talk about Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, which is its full name. Hello.
Hello, Chris Pratt. Yeah, so I was at a review event last week, over 2.5 days. And so got in, I would say, probably about 13 hours playing, obviously on over LAN, so it was all very robust. And then went back home to play some more on the open beta, but it was slightly less robust after that because it didn't work at all.
Which is why your review, although you've got your impressions going up today, we actually don't know how it plays on live servers until later on this afternoon, right?
Yeah, the servers went live this morning. I still don't actually have final code yet either. And it's also a general policy of ours, a review policy, that we don't review online games until we've had experience with them on live servers, fully stressed servers. And obviously the game's coming out tomorrow, so we won't actually have proper experience of what those final servers are like until tomorrow. I won't be able to commit to a review until later in the week once we've satisfied that we've actually been able to play it on properly stressed servers well.
That just sounds a bit shit because people are going to be buying it from today or tomorrow even, and we can't make that call yet because
are you calling our review policy shit? Unbelievable.
No, I'm calling the review process a little bit shit in this regard.
It's the same with all online games though. It's the same with Halo and the same with Battlefront as well. And so what we do in this case is put impressions up and let people know, because we're able to get experience of the game from an event like this. Let you know what we think of it, let you know our concerns and everything. And so the theory is we can inform you before purchase whether something's good or not before we can actually find
of course. And we should start there. We should start with your impressions. When I said this is a bit shit, I mean more in the sense that the open beta weekend didn't go quite to plan.
I'm not sure exactly what's going on those servers, but all I know is I tried for a couple of hours over the weekend to get a game on PS4, and it didn't happen at all. I just couldn't log into the servers, which is a shame, and I hope they sort it out because it's really good. Rainbow Six Siege is when you get up and running and when you meet all the requirements and everything, it's probably one of the best multiplayer experiences I've had this year, pretty much. In terms of when it's a proper 5v5 stuff. It's super intense, it's super tactical, it's refreshing, it's different, and yeah, it's kind of got the classic Tom Clancy thing. It reminds you of some of the classic modes of things like older Splinter Cells and stuff. And yeah, it's awesome, but it's just not working. I don't think not on PS4 anyway in the open beta, and I'm kind of just a bit dubious the fact they can't get an open beta working. Because it's going to be a smooth launch.
It's only going to be a bigger number of players to deal with. Okay, well let's talk about your time with the game anyway. You did enjoy it, so it will be worth talking about that.
It's a 5v, so they've rebooted Rainbow Six, and it's effectively a multiplayer only game. There's a few cursory glances towards playing on your own little situations, but effectively they're just tutorials.
Right.
And the game itself is a 5v5 multiplayer game in which you're holed up somewhere, and then you basically have to defend somewhere or attack somewhere, and it's all about basically building up defenses and then formulating strategies of teammates and everything in order to get access to places, and it's really good.
How close was your experience to that initial demo that they showed? Because that's been most of my experience with Rainbow Six Siege, and it looked amazing at the time.
Was that one of those ones where they had that weird scripted talk over the top?
Yeah, that's right. And it was the house siege, and you were rescuing a hostage.
You know what, actually, because in my experience, apart from the fact that we were swearing a lot more, and for some reason we kept on doing Chewbacca impressions, apart from that, and just people just being generally idiots in chat and just singing songs and laughing and everything, it was pretty similar. They've managed to deliver on the concept, and they've delivered on it really well. Did
you find yourself experimenting much? The whole idea is that you're supposed to have, there are going to be multiple routes into whichever objective you're going for, whether that's hanging upside down and shooting through a window or smashing your way through a ceiling.
Yeah, totally. There's so much variety in terms of what you can do in that mode, and it was being constantly surprised by it. Basically, it's always nice being surprised by it, and whether that's a kind of terrifying surprise when you're just basically holed up somewhere thinking you've got every exit covered off, and then all of a sudden you hear a big bang and there's a man hanging upside down from the roof shooting you in the face, or other kind of more general types of surprise, like when you're the last person defending a hostage and you're terrified because you've got three people storming you, and then the attacking team kind of throws a grenade in thinking they've got you, but it turns out they throw the grenade at the hostage's feet, killing him, meaning you win the match. There's all these kind of awesome little moments that happen. And it's just really satisfying as well with defending. Actually, what it reminded me of more than anything, when you're defending, it reminded me it's like a Home Alone game basically.
Nice.
And they kind of I think they know that as well, because like a good number of the maps are like set in houses at Christmas time. And so you totally get this awesome feeling of just basically like putting barbed wire down on stairs and everything. Like unfortunately there's no like micro machines, you can't put like toy cars down on the floor or something. They should totally do that in a special Christmas pack. And so it's like putting down barbed wire and electrocuting walls and setting up devious traps for people, and then just sitting there and waiting as it all kind of kicks off. And it's just bloody great. It's like, yeah, when that all clicks, it's really good.
If everything does go to plan, the game is working as intended.
Yeah, and it does work.
Week.
My other one concern about it though, aside from the whole server thing, we can't really make a call on because it's it's only gone live. I haven't even played Final Retail Code, so like the open beta doesn't fill me with confidence, but let's see, maybe Ubisoft will turn it around in 24 hours, or however long it's been. My only other concern is the fact that it is effectively a single multiplayer mode. There's like different permutations on it, like you storm on a place and you either look for bombs, or you try and hold a certain point, or you try and extract a hostage.
Right.
But it is just basically permutations on the same mode, on the same attack, defend, 5v5. And it's a brilliant mode. It's an absolutely exceptional mode. But whether you want to pay full price for what is a single mode, pretty much, which you're going to need to do properly, you're going to need to have 4 friends alongside you to play with at any point. It'd be interesting because that's what I was hoping to play the beta. I got no idea what it's like playing with randoms. Playing with people I kind of know means it was great. We all got on really well. I don't know how annoying it'd be if you're playing with some kind of random kid somewhere who's just playing it like a team deathmatch shooter.
This might not be a popular opinion, but it sort of sounds a little bit like my experience with Evolve, which it is a really fun game when you have the right kind of setup, but it didn't feel like there was an awful lot to it at its initial starting price, and it was very reliant on playing with a group of people that you know and can talk to like normal human beings.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I feel about Rainbow Six. Really, when the stars align and everything's in place and you get to play with friends, it's great. And like a wholehearted recommendation to do it. It's awesome. But you get like
Martin, I don't think anybody's playing Evolve anymore.
Yeah. I think, to be honest, I probably have enjoyed my time with Rainbow Six more than I have Evolve.
Okay.
Because I haven't played anything like Rainbow Six Siege. Whereas I feel like I kind of played something like Evolve a few times before.
All right, cool. This is up.
Yeah, and it's weird though, because it does feel like it's got weird things, like, Angela Bassett is in it.
Yes,
she was on stage at E3. She's not. She's not in it. Like,
what?
It's really. She's in the. I think she's in the opening video, but I turned up 10 minutes late to the review event. Because I was getting myself a coffee from Prep, and I came in and they'd started the match, and then like after like 2 days, I was like, this is cool. Where's Angela Bassett? And it turns out you see her when you load the game up, and that's it.
Oh man, that's
and it feels weird because there's no kind of context and no story for it, and it's like, that's not a bad thing. I don't bemoan the lack of a Tom Clancy story because they're usually pretty shite. But you just kind of feel like there's some great mechanics here, and it would have been really nice to have them in like a more traditional Tom Clancy kind of campaign.
Sure.
And they work brilliantly multiplayer and everything, and they probably work best in multiplayer. But it does feel a bit weird that it is a full price game, and it is just one multiplayer mode effectively.
So it's new and does things that are interesting, but sort of sounds like maybe one to wait on, at least in terms of making sure that the launch servers are up to scratch, which we are a bit concerned.
Yeah, it's one to wait, and also in defence of Ubisoft as well, it's got effectively 10 maps in there. They say 11, but one of them is just like for a tutorial. And they said all maps in the future are going to be free. Okay. So I think they're going to, they've kind of said they're going to keep on supporting it and put more free stuff in there. So it could happen, but I would say wait on it for now. If you've got 4 other friends who are going to buy it, and you're going to be able to like invest some time to play properly with them, it's brilliant. But I just feel like a lot of people, that's not going to be the case.
All right, man. Well, yeah, thank you for the heads up. And I guess your review is going to be later on in the week.
Yeah, it'll be later in the week once we've been able to play it properly on servers. But yeah,
cool. All right. I hope you like it.
Cool. Cheers.